Hey, this is Dustin Maher from the Transformation Center, and I have already shared with you what is in Tessa in my refrigerator, and so now I've been getting asked on what is in my freezer, in our freezer. So this is actually our downstairs freezer. We have two of them. This is our larger one, and we're big fans. Tessa does a great job of cooking in bulk and freezing it. So a lot of what you're going to see here is that, but I did want to bring your attention to a few things that I think could be helpful. So here are just different soups that are frozen. Most of this has been made in crock pots. Again, five quart crock pots. We've maybe had 2 to 3 servings worth, maybe 2 days worth, and then she freezes the rest. So we've got a lot of that. Cauliflower soup, again, just a variety of soups in there. And then in the top shelf, I've got, I posted a previous video on making homemade applesauce, really easy, and this is just so healthy. So we've got, I think, 4 big bags of this that we'll be having throughout. Tessa bought some overpriced lobster tail for Christmas, so she's thinking ahead. So this will be like a really special treat. This is not something we get on a regular basis, or I would ever buy on my own right here. And then you can't really see it, but we've got frozen tilapia in there, so we got fish. And then this is Tessa's famous zucchini bread that is amazing, and so she makes about 6 or 7 loaves. And once in a while we'll get a loaf, but most of the time she brings them to parties or to friends to gift them. So these aren't usually for me. And then we've got our organic chicken on the top here. We've got some chicken Italian sausages. And then coming down to here, you see all this wrapped in white, as well as this here. We buy a grass-fed cow, quarter cow usually, each year. And so that's from that. We've got frozen corn on the cob, and then raw shrimp. So we do a decent amount of shrimp, maybe once a week or once every other week. Got a couple bags of that. And then down here, this is just a lot of frozen meals. These are beef roasts from our cow, and then we've got a lot of homemade lasagna that Tessa makes amazingly well. So this is all lasagnas, and we've got a lot more stuff back there, I can't even tell. And then down here, we've got pizzas, and you might be surprised to see those, and they're absolutely not healthy. We're all about that 80-20 or 90-10. But here's the thing, so I love frozen pizza. I definitely crave them sometimes, but it's not something that I'm gonna impulsively generally go down and get one and make it, okay? So if that was the case, like M&M's, a bowl of M&M's would be, where I would just be grabbing all the time, I would not allow this to be in here because I would just be too tempted to pop a pizza in whenever. But it's something I love to eat, but it's not something I find myself craving or jumping towards every day, if that makes sense. So I'm okay if she buys them, in bulk like this. She gets a good deal on them. That's fine. And then a couple more things. We're almost done. We've got so this is frozen. These are buns, and this is Angelic brand. If you guys have been on our grocery store tours, we talk a bit about Angelic bread. It's a great real bread that has really no preservatives in it, which is why it's frozen. But sprouted breads like this, and we've got this one here. This is just a 100% whole wheat bread. They can help. They're a little bit easier to digest than regular breads would be, and they just don't have all the crap in them that most breads would have that are on the traditional stores on the shelving, because they have to preserve for many, many weeks. Again, we don't eat much bread here. This is just for special occasions. Maybe we're having a special treat. We're making, I don't know, what do we have? Open face grilled cheese, maybe grilled cheese once every couple weeks. So we keep it in here, but again, we don't do much bread. Homemade meatballs. So these are just meatballs that Tessa's made and cooked. We can just throw them on whatever. And then we've got meatloaf here. Yeah, meatloaf. Doesn't look very good. It's quite freezer dried, but that will thaw out really well. And then we have a lot of fruit. So tons of frozen fruit for smoothies, to throw in yogurt, for example. Lots of different ways we use the fruit, but it's a great snack. And if you're craving something sweet, we try to do our best to eat fruit. So that's mostly what we've got here. I've got some ribs down there, but nothing too crazy. But just mostly protein. And then we use this as a place where we can store some of our meals that we've made large portions of, so that You know, if we are really busy and we know we're not going to be able to make food when we get home late at night, if we're working late at the Transformation Center or training with our triathlon team, we just thaw out a couple of these and they're ready to go, and we aren't tempted to go get fast food or pop a pizza in all the time. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you have questions. Share with me some good things that you have in your freezer, and look forward to hearing from you soon. Take care.